Hi, it's Kate. I just wanted to add another little video about the need to take personal responsibility. I feel like this is something that, in a sense, is almost like an initiation into learning how to master human form and what it is to be human. I think when we're young, it's very easy to feel like a victim in the family systems that we grow up in the schooling systems that we grow up in, and into adolescence as well, if we don't have a form of community and family recognition of what it is to come into young adulthood. We can still feel like the culture that we're in is, in a sense, controlling the development of our own personal, authentic self. And so that can lead to unconscious and distorted perspectives about whether or not we're really in control of the experiences in the life that we're living and how much control we really have. Often we can get to adulthood and feel like that we actually need to live by an external code of authority in order to get by and belong. But that can feel very empty, and it can feel like it's not really directed from our own body felt soul purpose in life here. And I find that when people do come to a readiness to really connect with that internal soul purpose, and they might come to Vision Quest, or just might have sometimes even a spontaneous awakening that they need to start to live their life from their internal passions and their internal authority. And then that feels great, but then the thing is, we come across what's blocking me from doing that, and there can be a huge amount of stored stuff that we have in our system that we need to work through. And most helpful reframe there, I think, is to move away from saying it was my parents' fault, it was my brother's fault, it was my friends at school that allowed me to feel like this still. And that's not to say that the people in our lives haven't behaved in terrible ways that they should be accountable for. But what I'm saying is that we don't need to divorce their responsibility from them for their actions, but we do need, if we really want to come into true adulthood and true mastery of humanness, we need to take responsibility for that which we're carrying because of the interactions we've had with other people. And taking responsibility looks a lot like taking responsibility for the pathway of your own personal healing, not relying on other people to change in order for you to feel better about things. And oftentimes I think we can get caught in these cycles in family dynamics and relationship dynamics where we only feel safe if other people are behaving in certain ways. Or, we will have a lot of external needs where things need to be a certain way in order for us to feel stable and like we're actually doing okay. So if that does look like a pattern that's in your life, my suggestion is that so that you can come into a sense of feeling safe and being okay no matter what is happening outside of yourself. The key thing there is to take greater responsibility for really doing our own personal work. And there's not much. I've tried for many years to look for a way to get around the bit where you actually have to feel into your own material and take responsibility for your own material. But I'm here to let everyone know, as you probably already do know, that no, we actually have to claim sovereignty over everything that we carry and be responsible. And in order to really come into a powerful sense of who we are, what we stand for in life, and how we're being asked to offer that and make a contribution in this world, we actually have to be the ones to be prepared to action that and put that into action in the world. And if we're waiting for other people to do that work for us, it's just not going to happen. So it's it's just something to think about, and definitely not something to turn against you as a criticism, but more something that we can just say, well, maybe if I look at ways that I can take more responsibility, maybe I actually will be able to take my life from being stuck in certain areas and instead move it myself into greater flow and aliveness. And so we can enjoy more of our life. You know, sometimes we forget that that's part of life, is that it's a gift, and we're actually meant to be able to enjoy the lives that we're living. And I'm sure that if you come across anybody who's actually enjoying the life they live, enjoys the body that they have, and enjoys the friends and the community and the family that they have, I think that you'd agree that they're very powerful people in the world that we live in. So it's just some food for thought about taking responsibility for the life that we're living and for our own healing work that needs to be done. So I hope that was helpful, and I'll hope to hear from you. Bye.